Got my streaming playlist all in the mix. I just realized my mic was off for that whole thing. I'm glad somebody was there to tell me. But, geez. Anyway. I had a whole rant about our YouTube channel wasn't doing too well. We normally get about 1,500 subs a month. So I'm expecting to hit that 100,000 in about 2 years, 2.5. We have another 360 video rendering. We did Donkey Kong. That was a lot of work. I literally have to marry 2 files still and put it out into the world. We have a couple of other projects we're actively working on, including the pilot that I was going to take to Adult Swim. That kind of fell through. I have a scene to finish on that. And then I'll release it into the world. The Skinning a Tiger video, that's what that was from. If this is your first time here, I'm Eugene Kappan. I make animated short content. I'm a social media futurist, and I love pushing the boundaries of virtual production. And today is no different. My goal today is to create a loop with you guys that looks really cool and is, actively worth watching, right? And so I think we're probably going to stick with the Star Wars theme. And let's take a look at what we have in ongoing projects. Shorts, assets. So we have a bunch of Star Wars assets. We have the Child, we have a Stormtrooper, we have a Star Destroyer. That I think would be really fun to play around with. We have a Land Speeder, we have a Gunk Droid, we have an AT-AT. And I feel like I need an X-Wing, and I feel like I need a, maybe a Y-Wing and a TIE Fighter. So let's go online. Let's see if we can, you know, find free. Where's 3D models? Let's just see if we can find these. And by the way, if this is your first time here, say hello. I would love to know who's in the comments. I can see you guys. We're on a couple of different platforms. So we are currently streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on, well, we put the videos out on Twitter as well. Or they auto post, I think. Anyway, we're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. So friends, family, loved ones, say hello. I would love to say and, you know, shout you guys out, because I love you guys when you guys are part of the experience. So anyway, so 3D models. Go. Star Wars. And we want the price to be free. So that gives us 56 models. So basically, and then the way that they like hide the priced ones in with the free ones is kind of deceptive. So there's the AT-AT. There's the blaster. Here's like some very basic. Oh, it's a Trade Federation droid starfighter. That's kind of good. Let's see. There's a weapons pack. There's a Corvette. Man, that looks like a lot of work. TIE Fighter Unity. Cool. Blender. Let's do this. Okay, it looks pretty complete. I feel like I can get behind this. Okay. What? I just want the download. Download. Perfect. TIE Fighter, OBJ, cool. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a little texturing for it, but that is absolutely fine. Start a new file. TIE Fighter. Cool. And you know what? Let's open this up and let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, it looks like we are going to have to play around with this a little bit. It says cap, right? So specifically the cap. All right, let's go ahead and go back just so I can see the reference photos to. So they're like a red, right? So kind of like a red. Get that on there. The wings. What color are the wings? Are they straight black or are they? They are straight black. Okay. Kind of a. I don't want them to be like a solid black. I want them to like have some shine. They're a little metallic. So there's a little bit of an alpha channel, which is fine. Level of transparency. absorption color. Okay, we'll figure that out. The caps, so here's the other material that we were looking at. And here, you know, let's turn it to green so I can see where it is. Is that just supposed to be inside of the cockpit, or is that not used at all? And this is probably the more important one, right? Huh. It's interesting. There we go. Like a mid-tone gray, right? Which means this was the other color. And I'm gonna go back to the reference photo so I can see it. Okay, it's just like a lighter gray. It's kind of a lighter gray. So if this is going to be darker, man, okay. So let's take it for a spin, shall we? Okay, so I'm gonna head and put in a floor, just to have a floor, and we'll put up a physical sky, which this is very tiny in comparison to. I'll just put it underneath, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some effects, just to get it right, looking right. For testing, standard render, that's fine. And let's give it a test. Let's test it out. Yeah, right off the bat, that does not look bad, right? I do feel like we could, you know, grab this and drop it into Photoshop so it can actually like color correct it so it looks right compared to the photo that we actually have. Hi guys, we are building some Star Wars assets today for a video that we're going to make. We're going to make a loop. That's what we're making today. It'll be a really fun loop where it's just everything's going into the sun, right? Everything is just going into the sun. It'll look very cool. Okay, you know, I want to give like a little bit of a glow to these. Radius, outer radius, 50%. Inner strength, probably 200, because I want them to be like, you know, light bulbs, right? I'm gonna rename this main color, right? That's what we're doing today. Okay, so Photoshop. Yeah, where did that image go? that we were going to use for color correcting. Am I just like hiding it from myself? See, this is the problem with working on multiple screens. Okay, there we go. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to drop some values. So red, green, blue, 83, 84, 89. 83, 84, 89. 83, 84, 89. Cool. And let's check out. That can just be straight black, I guess. What's like the most highlight color about it? It's pretty dark all the way around, right? It's pretty dark. So there's a bunch of like texturing stuff I'm seeing. And that's cool. So 19, is the next one. You're just changing some stuff up. Okay, cool. Got it. You know, I'm not a fan of... Cool. You know, absorption. It's supposed to be glass, right? I don't like the fact that we can like see inside of it, so you know, let's try to add some like some texture. Texture. A little too much. Okay, because we're trying to do it from the back. Is what I'm thinking. So the way I'm envisioning this loop is he'll do a trick, he'll move out of the way, another one will do a trick, another one will move out of the way, another one will do a trick, and then it just repeats. So let's go ahead and check this. And I'm really hoping, man, okay, so I feel like This needs a luminance. Brightness. And did we add, we did add glow object, so like I don't understand why this isn't more visible. Want like a red hot. Okay. Let's try to get some like extra rusted metal textures. Let's see what we have in the... And we'll save this as a drop-in. Cool. Which way do the lines go? They go every which way, right? Yeah. It is not from Harry Potter. Vapos. Vapos? Vapos? That is not from Harry Potter. I mean, it might be from your Harry Potter fanfic. Is that the one where Ron and Harry are emo and they go see Avril Lavigne? Okay, so right now what we're trying to do is... Man, I totally got sidetracked by that. Good job. We need like metal texture. Metal texture PBR. Free. Let's see what we can find. You were close. Let's see. We need like a metal. It is totally Star Trek themed. What do you think? I think this is pretty good. We are making a loop today. Yeah, we're making a... So, are you... So I see that you're on Twitch. Are you part of the YouTube group that we have? We have a channel with 26,000. And what we do are animated shorts. Sorry. So we make really short films that are only a few seconds long, and they loop so they can continue on. And so when you go to like this, you can see this like loop that we made of everybody dancing in Tatooine. But when it gets to the end, it starts right at the beginning again. And so we're doing that with Star Wars ships. I almost said Star Trek. Yeah, so what we're doing right now is I'm looking for a texture. Oh, thanks. You are precious. But we're actually streaming on like 3 different platforms right now. So you're the most talkative, Patos, but we have, 5 or 6 people all watching. All right, so let's grab this metal texture. Grab it like contents. Great. Do you have to actually like log in to grab these? Oh man. Okay, there it goes. 2K. We'll take it. We have this 2K PBR texture, which is great. Which we are going to turn into the PBR texture all the way through this. So it'll be kind of like a busted up TIE fighter. Cool. Let's see. What do we got to do next? Main color. So the first thing we should do is probably start adding these textures. TIE fighter texture. Ooh, look at that. It's gonna look so pretty. There's a normal map. Low normal. There's the normal map. There's the roughness. There's a displacement map, which is great. I saw a displacement map. And roughness, which is just the bump for this. Or is that the AO? I think that's the transparency, right? Yeah. So what I kind of want to do now is, because it should be darker, I'm going to add some mix strength. And so we can bring in... Oh no, so, I mean, I've been doing this for, God, 10 years now. Even sold a show once that ran for 3 seasons where it was all in virtual reality. And this is my passion. This is what I do for a living as a creator. And actually, the YouTube channel gets millions and millions of views. So you joining me on Twitch is super cool because it's not a built-up platform for me. Well, yeah. That is the way that it works. Thanks, Panda. So let's go ahead and grab... Alright, cool. And I want to bring in that ground. And then let's get a physical sky in here. And just bring it out a little bit. Cool. And let's take a look at how this texture is looking. Oh my god. No, kill it. Kill it with fire. Yeah, I mean, watch a video or two, decide if the content is right for you before subscribing, because I want you to actively enjoy the content in which we make. But it's called Studio Capon. So studio and then C-A-P-O-N, like you put a cap on your head. Man, that displacement, holy crap. 0.5 intensity, jeez, like... That was crazy. Also, I think the... This might be super small. Oh my gosh. I messed up so hard. No wonder. Yeah, that was too small for a ship to be. That's probably about right there. I mean, that's about the right size for a ship, right? Cool. Let's try it again. Man, that displacement was like kill it with fire. Cool. All right. It's starting to look better. Yeah, actually I love the rust over it, and man, I'm gonna, all right, let's take a look. I want to see how the actually, I think we might be able to put some of this now that we scaled it back up. What if it's like a 2? Cool. All right. Man, kind of got a Toon Shade look now, right? You know, let's just remove the displacement altogether, because I don't feel like it's working out, is what my concern is. This does mean I should probably move everything down a little bit. All right. Keep it around 30%, right? And let's take a look. Right now is just like a lot of trial and error trying to get the ship to look right. I think the next thing will be to try to get the wings looking right. Oh, it didn't do it for me. What's going on? Oh, I see. No, let's clear this. Let's get rid of it. I don't like it. Just clear that garbage. Load. This is a normal map. Let's get the normal map in there. And let's get that color down. And let's take a look at how our caps are doing. That looks like it's all displacement, right? It's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see if we can make it cubic. Okay, so we're getting closer into how this is going to look. We'll save it for now. And then we will start adding other ships into it. Right. The channel is Studio Cap'n, if you're not on it. That's our main channel. So let's... I wonder why this cap didn't stay on. A little bit more out there, I think. You know, I love that this ship has seen better days. I don't like that the cap looks so new in comparison. And eventually, I think I'm going to have to kind of like build my own X-Wing. Just to build it. I just want to build my own X-Wing. Or TIE Fighter is what I'm messing with. Get my own TIE Fighter. Streaming. Streaming.
Oh, it's not heavy.
Okay. So, go cubic. And let's see if we can like shift it around so we can get some length. Let's 10% it. And we'll do 10% again, just so we can try to get some more texture in there. Okay, let's try it again. Let's take a look and see how it's turning out. And every time we do this, it's going to look a little bit more photorealistic. We're actually very far from it. But, you know, there are some things we're going to have to do because this is short, and we're just going to have to live with it. You know? My design professor told me it's not about how much work you can put into a project. It's about how much work you can get done in the allotted time that a project is allowed. So I'm trying to create 1 to 3 of these a week. They cannot be overly complicated or else they'll just never get done. I mean, you can keep putting detail and detail and detail into them and they'll just never stop. The boys are home. My roommate's kids. So I'm going to save. And I'm going to get rid of all of these. And we'll just leave this with TIE Fighter. Wow. South retweet. Hello. Benji, hi buddy. How's it going? That's the plan. Man, so we're trying to do a loop today where it's one ship shows up in front of the other one, they do a trick, and then they fade out while moving through space at the same time. I'm thinking back at Tatooine because we kind of have the assets ready to go for it already. And I think it would be really easy. And when you're trying to do loops like these... oh, by the way, Benji, thank you so much for showing me that Jake dude. Huge inspiration. Our channel stopped progressing. Like, doing 360 video content takes so much time and effort that it was taking like months between getting a video out. Because, well, again, I mean, when you render a 360 video over a traditional video, you're rendering 6 times the space, right? But the second I started adding shorts into our channel, we went from about we were doing 1,500, then we plateaued and we dropped to like 370 a month. And after like 2 weeks of just doing shorts, we're back up to over 1,000 and we're continuously growing. So that tip from you is basically I'm going all in on it. And I really think that is the right move for my channel. And I'll still be making 360 video content because those are the ones that go viral for us. Like Mario has what, 11 million. Sonic is gonna break 1 million by the end of the month. Pac-Man still has some time to go, but it's man, those shorts, the huge tip for me. So right now we have our TIE Fighter. We're going to save it. And the next thing we're going to try to find is a... let's see. What do we need? We need like an X-Wing. We need a really good X-Wing. Okay, this is Lightwave. This isn't going to work for us. Yeah, I would love to meet him. I hear he's up in Juneau, right? Seems like a very, very nice guy. Checked out a little bit of his Maya tutorials, and I'll be honest, I haven't touched Maya since like college, right? But yeah, I would love to meet him, just hear his process. His stuff is really, really good. And I don't know, maybe I'll, offer a collab, just spend some time just to do a, all community thing, or maybe I'll bring him on the podcast because he's exactly where I think I want to be, and he just cracked the code before I did. So it looks like we don't have a proper fighter, so let's see if we can. Maybe there's like a cheap one. Hey, take it easy, and I'll hit you up later, buddy. So let's see. Let's see if we can find like a really cheap X-Wing model. Like, I'm not opposed to spending a few dollars to get a decent model if I know it's something I'm going to continuously use. Man, all right, here's a $15 X-Wing. Man, actually, that is very legit looking. $15. What's the inside like? What's the detail?
Bagel, hot dog.
Man, everybody just kind of comes in droves and leaves. It's kind of funny to me. I feel like this is a little too paperish with the details for what I'm looking for. This is more like it, but it's $200. I mean, here's this entire like collection. Kind of low quality. You know what? Let's try a different platform. Man, this is so crazy looking. 3D models. Star Wars. Ooh, here we go. You know, I can work with this. Free, royalty-free license. Not animated, not rigged. Free download. Takes a moment. Takes a little minute. That's okay. Oh man, this is a massive X-Wing file. It's gonna take a minute to download it. How do you guys like these tunes, man? Doing the tunes. Man, sorry. It has about 3 minutes left. So you know what? While we're at it, while we're waiting for it to download, let's go ahead and do the setup file. I just like to call them loopers. Let's see what project is. All right, you always want to save a drop-in file, so whenever you're like creating an asset. I really need to set up like the asset library on my computer. I haven't done it yet, but I know I need to do it.
Hey, boys.
Run in the bathroom.
Okay. Always remember to have your reference. Man, these are actually really big ships. They're just big ships, right? Okay, so let's see. Plane. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out what our loop space is going to be. And how big they should probably be. And I feel like because they're ships, they should be able to pass a lot of space really fast, right? No, it's 23,000. There we go. And 11,000. How many segments? Let's do 1 and 1 And let's do this, and 10,000 and 25,000. Cool. All right, let's put this into a null, and we'll call it block. And the way this is going to work is we're going to have a stationary camera, and then all the ships are going to be moving in the same orbital space. And then it's the only thing that's actually moving is going to be the repeated landscape, right? So we want negative 25,000. 25,000. I guess it's negative 10,000. Okay, cool. All right, so everything that we want to loop needs to be in this file, or needs to be in this area. So when we, of course, let's see, we need like a landscape, and we need to scale this sucker up. Okay, so this is landscape number 1. Let's do this. And we're just trying to make it part of the landscape, you know, like non-consequential, you know, landing strips, except for like we want it to look, you know, exciting as it's going through, but we don't want it to be such an independent piece that it causes issues. Or visual, you know, differences, I guess, is what I'm looking for. All right, so we're just really building out, you know, these like areas right now. And I don't feel like this is nice enough, or long enough, I should say. So let's change this up. So I want to keep it like an even amount, just so I can pull everything we need to later. And like as we're going through, I mean, this is going to kind of be the middle landscape here. So like we want everything to just kind of and if I were to change like the output and to make it like with, you know, 1080 and height, say like 1920, I mean, we get a totally different image of, you know, how this looks, right? Like, we want it all to look really good, but we want it to be, we want it to look dynamic is what we want. So I'm actually going to go ahead and plant a flag right here. And on frame 1, I'm going to create a keyframe. That way, if I move it around or I go somewhere or I do something, it's not going to be an issue.
Can they see me?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I observe?
Hi.
Hi.
That's Topher.
Hi.
That's my partner in crime.
I'm hungry.
I ordered badges for Tavis and I, and when you're done, you can pick one and or a profile image, and I'll order it for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I'll pay for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. The company is getting name badges for when we go to conventions, and I am pumped.
God, that dog's annoying.
There we go.
Does he come up on the mic?
What?
Does Henry come up on the mic when he barks? Ask your fans if they can hear the dog bark.
Yeah, hey guys, can you hear me? Can you hear the dog? Just let me know. I would love to know if you can hear the dog. Yeah, they can hear the dog.
Alright,
They think he's cute though. I hear people asking about him all the time.
okay. He's very cute.
He's a very cute dog.
Alright.
He's just kind of a butthole. Okay, so I'm gonna create like one general texture for all these landscapes to go into. And through the magic of science and application, let's see. I want like a sandy. You know what am I doing? We have a sand texture. I specifically went out and got a sand texture. Sand. There we go. Horse sand. No. And it needs to be cubic over everything. There we go. And let's see. Let's get that normal in there. And add the displacement. And let's get that reflection in there, which is your specular. Nope. Okay, so So let's take this for a test run really quick with a physical sky. Okay, you know what? Not bad for a first run, right?
Mm-hmm.
We only have our first ship. Looks a little dark, unfortunately.
I can be your Andy Richter.
I'm sorry?
I can be your Andy Richter.
Are you going to be my Andy? Well, that was the whole point of Glitched, right?
See how that turned out, right? Wah, wah. That's what Andy Richter does. Well, he eats Chinese food.
Oh, did you bring food for me?
This was 2 days ago.
Oh, man.
I didn't even bring food for me.
You brought food from the kitchen for yourself so you could commentate. All right, so let's, you know, I'm going to language.
I didn't say anything bad.
Just checking.
I said this is my girlfriend's leftover Chinese food. How is that bad language, Captain America?
I have a...
Good lord. Watch your darn mouth.
Watch your darn mouth.
I don't know where you're going with that accent. I was doing that live with Captain America.
Language.
Language.
Language, everyone. All right. I want to create kind of like a... like right on point. Well, yes. Yes, we are. Thank you for asking. So, let's do another test run. I gotta... this metal correction thing, I gotta fix that. Because apparently it's missing. And we know it's not missing because we just messed with it. That is why it's dark. I just realized that is why it's dark. Oh, this is the wing. That's not the one that gets it. There we go. That's right. We're getting into it. Let's go get that normal placement. Let's go get the way. 2K metalness. Nope. Color, reflection, normal, bump. No bump. Okay. So now let's try it, and it should be good to go, right? Perfect. Okay, so the physical sky never leaves the place. So let's go ahead and add another null. We'll call this camera. What? Get out of here. Call it camera controller. Here we'll put the light, the camera into the camera controller. That stuff never moves. Let's get rid of the stand. Okay, so cool. it's 25,000. Cool. And I'm gonna freaking turn this around. 180. And now it's so big, it won't be an issue. This is sand 2. This is sand 1. And then we'll have sand 3 be the repeater. And it'll be minus 50,000. There we go. Okay, so now that we've created this little airway strip, I just want to make sure I got the framing correct. Or at least for the distance. Cool. All right, so let's make a new null. We'll call it the sands. Sand 1, sand 2, and sand 3 all go inside the sands. Which is sand 1 repeat. And so what I'm hoping we're going to do is see how it gets really, really far and it starts to like hide. I think it's really close. Well, I'm thinking if we get the camera to basically read it as a blurriness for distance, we can fade in between the shots. And that would help sell the effect, okay? So we have ship 1, we have the sands. I'm gonna save. We have the camera controller, we have the physical sky, we have the extra light, just so we can better light things. What we need is a better second ship, or another ship, right? And, sorry. Do I not have a roar player? Yeah, I'm getting some. I'm on a new computer that we just purchased, so I don't quite have everything set up on it, and I'm continuously running into like small utility programs that I just forgot to install, and that's okay. That happens. And since we are, man, we've been into this for an hour and a half now. I need to take what I call a water break. It's just me hitting the restroom because I have a tiny freaking bladder. God did not bless me with a bladder big enough to last an entire stream. Thanks, God. And so I'm going to just take a moment for myself, and I will be right back. Water break. Hey guys. Hey. Bring back the music. You know, I don't like this song. It's just a stupid song. So anyway, guys, thank you for waiting for me to come back while I made this bag of popcorn and used the restroom. You guys are freaking amazing. I say freaking because I should not be trying to cuss on this channel. But, man, I'm so hungry. Like, I had my second COVID shot on Thursday, and I got really, really sick. And I slept for like, from Friday to Sunday morning. And then I started to like develop disassociated identity a little bit, where I just felt like I was outside of my body the whole time. Kind of like, ever feel like you're piloting a giant mech meat suit? Yeah, that's what I definitely felt. Man, that was really interesting. So. Are you kidding me? Okay. Man, I do not have a... Here's the alpha, the 1.8. Okay, cool. Yes. Install. So we can, you know, unzip stuff. Cool. I'm gonna be that one guy who ends up spending $30 on WinZip. I just know it. This really should be called Eugene Eats Popcorn and Waits for Files to Download. Which is not exciting to you guys, I know. Man, that was a lot of effort for that file. Like a ridiculous amount of effort. But anyway, here we are. And now we can current projects. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we got. T65. Hey, can you hold on one sec? Do we not let it run the washer? Sorry about that, guys. I live in a house full of animals. Just animals. None of them have manners. But here we are. Okay. So, make a new folder. We'll call it X-Wing. We'll grab everything, drop it in. And, you know, I'm going to get rid of some of these. Some of these are, like, unnecessary. So, man, that is starting to look clean. We'll get some motion blur on there. It'll look super crisp. So, let's save this project. And we'll close it down and we'll open up a new one. And let's take a look. Man, these are a lot of textures. This is going to be fun. It'll be really fun, guys. Dive it in. Taking apart ships. That is a really convoluted mesh set. Look at that. That'll be interesting. And all right. So let's take a look. And MTL. Oh, it gave us a little R2 unit. Oh man, look at the detail on this. Okay. Let's try doing the other one. There were two in there. I just want to see which one is better. Okay, so I think they're essentially the same in it, but man, okay. Well, let's keep dicking around. Just keep dicking around. This is so convoluted. Like, okay. Okay, let's see if we can slowly attach all of this together. Boy. Oh boy, guys. I just want stuff to work. Okay, so this is Lambert. Lambert. 4SG. Why would they not include like a I guess just do it till it looks right. Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of those those yeah, photos. Okay, so we're messing with the wings right now. We're looking for these wings. Roughness, base color, base color. No. Yeah, I won't really know until... Right? That looks kind of right. That could be it. Nope. Oh man, this is so lame. I'm slowly dying inside. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah, okay, that is correct. Okay, so it was 013. 013 base color, which means 013 height, metallic, normal. Displacement. Load 013. Great. It's normal. Roughness. Height. Height. Normal. No. Let's add the normal map. Oh, 13. All right, so man, just what the 13, where are you going? 13, there's your metallic. And here's your ball. which is roughness. All right, let's see if this even looks right. Guys, I think I got a broken model. I think the model isn't right. I have a theory. Hold on. For yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, the model itself looks really good, but the textures for it are not working out for me. So, yeah, I guess back to the drawing board on that one. And we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of the X-Wing assets. And we'll try again. I don't want to down the update. I'm in the middle of stuff. Just in the middle of stuff. Alright. Well, at least we're one step closer in the right. Man, that looks like such a good model, too. That's really good X-Wing model. Looking X-Wing model. Or a TIE fighter, I mean. Jeez. Let's see if we can get a C-40. Oh, there's a BB-8. How about OBJ? Man, that Star Destroyer looks sweet. Look at all the Star Wars droids. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. 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 Look at all the Death Star tile stuff. That is too cool. Sorry, CG creator. You let me down. I need an X-Wing model. Sketchfab, what do you got for me? So we're building a new loop, and we've been a little off track looking for just a badass X-Wing model. Like this. But it's $300. That is really good looking. That's not what we want. How's this X-Wing? Little rudimentary. Not a bad job, though. Perfect. All the cars and vehicles. No download link. I'm just getting my Star Wars on, man. Kind of a earlier model, I guess. Bit of an earlier model. What is with that? Dude, I'll pay like $10 per model if it's, you know, good. Like, I don't always want stuff for free. I do feel like I'm wasting everyone's time doing this, though. And so, you know what? Let's do this, because we are running out of time. Open ship looper. I'm gonna add a sphere. That's not a sphere. So I'm gonna do sphere. Let's give a texture to the sphere. You know what? Let's make it 200 sides. Let's grab a Boolean really quick. Symmetry model. Connect Boolean. There we go. Now we're just gonna make a little Death Star. A little Death Star for the distance. And what we can actually do is see, load image, assets, textures, tech design. Nope. Cubic and cubic. And let's give that little displacement. you know, we got a normal map, but I'm going to use this. And let's drop in our normal map. And, you know what, let's grab this Boolean. And just move it the hell back. And up. So if we do this, let's take a look. And man, that's kind of an epic shot. Epic looking shot. Kind of like not looking in the same direction we want it to, right? So, all right. Well, with that being the case, Death Star. So we always want the Death Star to be in the same place. We want physical camera to always be around. When we do this, I mean, it looks really good now, but we want it to be continuous, right? Here, I'm going to move the Death Star far away. I just want to rotate them a little bit. Okay, cool. So we want this to be, say, like 7 seconds, right? So calendar or calculator, 7 times 30 is 210. So we want 210 frames. The TIE Fighter, we want it to end up in the exact same spot. That we end up in. So cool. All right. Here, I'm going to put a floor inside the sands. And we'll go ahead and flat, simple, projection, cubic. Man, okay. So, what do TIE Fighters do, right? Let's put it in a controller. Okay. Or, you know what? Let's first animate the sands. I feel like that is a good use of our time. Just animate the sands. So, what we have is 1, 2, 3 of these sands, and each one is the same size. So we have sands 1, which is our starting point, which means it's, what's it, half and half, 25,000 divided by 2, that's, 12,500. So, when we move, we we have to make sure that the very end frame here makes this match up with this. So if it's going through 50,000, it has to end up in the same place. So let's go 50,000. Cool. And we'll, so if we go back to our, okay, so the only difference is the next piece, which is fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to 1, and I'm actually gonna get out of here, and I'm going to duplicate it for negative 75,000, and hopefully when we come back to 1 and it goes all the way through, it'll end up in the same place as we did. Cool, right? Okay, so, but I'm seeing a little bit of a clipping issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the first one again. Repeat sand 2. And this repeat needs to be, oh, that's not what we want to do. So it needs to be 100,000. Negative 100,000. Cool. So as we're going through now, yeah, so we don't want that repeat, right? So let's linear, and let's change this to linear. So it should just be a constant all the way through. So if let's see. I really want to check like the overall floor though. I just want it to be so massive that it doesn't become an issue later on. Cool. You know what actually helps sell this whole thing? Is having a couple static element like mountains or whatever. Geoff, how are ya? Jeffrey, Digoff, the Goth. Is that how you say it? The Goth. We are making Star Wars stuff today. So I'm gonna actually steal a couple of these, and I'm gonna make them super freaking big, just out in the distance, so they never die. And oh my god. We need to cubic these so bad. And we're just... That's about right. And then the other one is, right through here. So as we're going through, feel like the landscape feels bigger now. What am I doing? I am creating an animated short for YouTube, featuring this TIE fighter. So I'm doing a quick render so you can see what I'm doing. Right now, we're currently animating the landscape. And next, I'm going to be animating the TIE fighter. And I just wanted to, get some of these. Oh, man. What did I do? I just wanted to get the land masses in the right position. Did it just like... Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. And let's see. 180. 5, right? And get these, a little out of here. Cool. So we've essentially made some static elements, and then we have our, faster moving pieces. Do I understand Portuguese? I do not. And my Spanish is super terrible. So this is like an old animation trick of just getting things to look correct. Or I don't know if you've ever seen like in static animated or in cartoons when they're doing like bike rides along, you have the really big pieces farther away that move at a slower pace, and the things that are like really close up that move really, really fast. That's essentially what we're doing here, but as a straight POV behind an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. God. I'm going to put these into, call them static sand. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Static sand. I wish I understood Portuguese. Actually, I wish I understood all languages. I think that would be super neat to just know all languages. Let's kind of do a test run really quick. Perfect. Where things are just starting to come into frame. I want to add like some motion blur. Depth of field. Yeah, blur strength 2000. Blur distance 20%. Let's see how that goes. I feel like the sky is a little too static, so let's go ahead and add some clouds. So physical sky, clouds, atmosphere. Maybe some sunbeams? I mean, we're static with it, so it won't be huge changes and it won't be overly noticeable. Oh man. Look at this. Oh, we even got the little glowing taillights. Okay, I almost want to put like a random change somewhere. Like I don't know. Maybe like a town, maybe? Or like a Jedi walking. I think that would be really neat. But alright, let me get this done in the next like 30 minutes. I need to animate our TIE fighter. And I don't think it'll be too difficult. As long as it kind of like stays in frame. I want that super fast. Like doing a trick pilot or a trick. Okay, so okay, so I need to fix some things. So I'm thinking he does like one other trick. Negative 360, were you? Doesn't look crazy. Okay, so Henry, do you want to go out? Do you guys want to see Henry go out? We'll put Henry out. Hold on. Hey, no barking. All right, so we are getting really, really close to finishing this up. We need to fix this. Uh, 365. There we go. All right, so if we take it off, we have this cool little piloting piece. And it just keeps moving up. Cool. It's just maintaining the same speed the whole time. And you know, why don't, I mean, we can kind of move a little bit. All right, let's see how our movements are following. Hey, can you grab Henry? Okay, I feel like this last little is too fast. I put him out there. He's out there. Do. We are almost done. So, man, this went by pretty fast. Okay, what do you think? All right, so it's a looping TIE fighter piece. Yeah, I even built a little Death Star, and it just cycles through.
I think you should ease the top and bottommost keyframes more. It's too quick going up and down. Looks really good though.
Thanks.
I like it.
Oh, that sideways is a little weird.
Is it rolling backwards or forwards?
It's rolling forwards. Here, let's get rid of that frame. See how it looks.
Do the wings move independently?
No, that's just perspective because the camera moves as well.
So it looks like it's going forward and then rolling backwards. Look, rolling.
Yeah, I did that. You could
No, like it's going dink, and then it's going like its spin is messed up. It looks like, at least to me. See, like it's like it's hitting something and spinning.
Yeah, we can add a little puff of smoke.
Is it hitting
like it hit the ground?
That's what it
Bounce
looks
off.
like. Yeah.
No, that's a fun bit.
Yeah, like a little plume, because it basically knocks right there.
Yeah, we'll just.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, all right. Happy accidents.
Hey.
I mean, to get a piece like this out in a 3-hour sitting.
It's not bad.
Okay, so to get this out, we need to give it an output. Let's see what our downloads. So yeah, so all right. Depth of field, distance blur. It's 50%. Do we need to add anything else? Yep, and that one is acting up too. Okay, so we're just fine-tuning stuff right now. Oh man, that's gonna create an issue. Does that Death Star look believable enough? Oh man. All right. I love that reflection. That looks so good. I just want to make sure the Death Star is actually up to people's liking. So. Tube. Man, this got really dense. It's a really dense mesh. Rotational segments, 200 probably would be better. I'm just making a really like stupid makeshift. I mean, it's really far away, so I doubt anybody's going to be able to tell. But I'm just self-conscious, so. Like, there's all these like little moments to animation. Like, nothing's, you know, 100% linear. So you need little like, you need issues to sell the realism, is basically what it is. And so I'm gonna make the little puff of smoke right here, like stuff comes up at the camera. And you know, let's go ahead and I kind of want to whitewash this this sphere. Like it's a little too pronounced. Right. It looks a lot more realistic, but it's still, you know. Okay. Let's do our last test frame, and if this looks good, we'll hit render on everything. You know, I was actually trying to hide it. I don't think luminance is the right way to go. Actually, we forgot to, there we go. I think I'm trying to make it a little transparent. I'm trying to create enough of a cadence to where it looks just really far away. Like it's, you know how like an object in the distance starts to turn a little white? That's what I'm trying to get it to create. That's the goal. Man, it is taking its sweet time. You know, man, I may have to just get rid of the Death Star altogether. I feel like it's taxing the system, so... I mean, it just took 57 seconds for that frame. Oh, still there. Yes. But if we get rid of the Death Star, let's see what our render time is then. I bet it's like 30 seconds. I think it's just, it's such a big object and it's far away, and I'm trying to use tricks to like hide it a little bit so it becomes part of the you know, scene, right? But without it, dude, look, it's just trailing. I cut 7 seconds off. Alright. It's kind of a big set. I get it. So sans, object tag, tags, look for motion blur. Be under render tags, right? Motion blur. So when we do this, we should get a lot of motion blur now, right? I think this is probably going to kill my computer. Vector motion blur. Oh, wait, hold up. Yo, that's exactly what I want. All that like sense of like movement and fastness. but I don't want it so much from the ship because we're following it. Okay, so that is that is all of it. All frames, save. We want to create a PNG sequence. So there, and we need to put it in the correct folder. Shorts, Star Wars, ship looper, PNG sequence, PNG sequence. And we'll do it in there. We'll save it in there. Great. Well, anyway, guys, everybody, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of my live stream show on Studio Cap'n. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, do all the different things on whatever social network you are currently watching this on. If you're interested in seeing the final result, it'll be up tomorrow. Like, after this is done rendering, it's going out there into the world, and it'll be on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and wherever else I think it should go. I don't know, like, there's some other apps out there, I'm sure. YouTube, maybe? Well, anyway, hey, thank you everybody so much for joining me. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. And I will be doing this again Wednesday. I took last week off because I was just too busy with work. But we're back in the swing of things this week, and I'm excited to do it with you.